New York Governor Andrew Cuomo gave his first interview since announcing his resignation earlier this week. In his sit-down with New York Magazine, the governor spoke about his decision to resign and his future. NewsNation's Jen Bisram from our New York City station, WPIX, has more.
Just 3 days after announcing his resignation,
my resignation will be effective in 14 days.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who was once dubbed America's governor for his leadership during COVID-19, a crucial time in our history, talked with New York Magazine.
He's been focused a lot on, trying to sort of maintain this image that, number one, he didn't do anything wrong. And number two, he cares more about the voters of the state than anything else, including his own legacy.
Democratic strategist Basil Smikle referring to this quote in the article. "I feel like I did the right thing. I did the right thing for the state. I'm not going to drag the state through the mud, through a 4-month impeachment and then win, and have made the state legislature and the state government look like a ship of fools when everything I've done all my life was for the exact opposite."
To the very end, he's very self-assured, which we all knew he was, and confident that he would be able to survive impeachment. But he's also sending a message to the legislators that no matter what you do, I'm not going to go down easily.
The governor maintains he had no idea how his words and gestures would be interpreted by the 11 women who gave damning testimony against him. During the 80-minute interview with New York Magazine, on the same day the New York State Assembly announced it would suspend its impeachment investigation, the governor said, "I consider myself a student of history, and I see everything through that lens."
The fact that the Assembly has decided not to go forward with impeachment proceedings does leave the door open for him to run again.
With just 10 days left in office, the 63-year-old, who says he has nowhere he will live once he leaves the governor's mansion in Albany, could still face criminal charges stemming from the Attorney General's report released earlier this month and ongoing investigations, including undercounted nursing home deaths.
His plan is likely to plot a comeback, whatever that means. Where if the Senate restricts him from running again at some point, then he may decide he has some other voice in the legal community or as a lobbyist.
Despite the $20 million that he still has that can be used to run for re-election, voters will be the ones to have the final say on his political future.
New Yorkers are going to have to weigh all of the policy that came out of the Cuomo administration, raising the minimum wage, affordable college, marriage equality, and literally the building of bridges, and becoming America's governor during the pandemic. How do they extricate that from the sexual harassment and the sexual assault allegations?